Okay, YouTube, so this is the Inzektor garden deck I've been testing for a while. Basic same idea as the original garden deck, except it uses Inzektor Hornet abuse instead of Volcanic Shell and Volcanic Rocket abuse, which can be a little fragile or inconsistent at times. Basically, really Inzektors didn't lose that much. Like, they lost the one Hornet, and the two Hornets and the two Dragonflies. The two Hornets can be replaced with Armageddon Knights, which just send the Hornet to the graveyard. While Armageddon Knight is significantly slower than just having a Hornet, when you have cards like Black Garden and all these traps, it's not really that big a deal. Um, so onto the monsters, we have 3 Centipede, 3 Hopper. The Hoppers are really important because they also let Centipede go get the Hornet or Dragonfly if you need it. Uh, 1 Dragonfly, 1 Hornet. You have the 1 Ladybug, which fills a similar role as Hopper, but you can also, of course, make level 5s exceeds with it. Then we have Gigamantis, the 3 Armageddon Knights, and 2 Veilers. Uh, I'm not sure how much I like the Gigamantis. It was testing okay, but I got a few games where it just sits dead in your hand. It seems like one of those high-risk, moderate reward cards that might not be worth it in the main deck. I enjoy the toolbox it presents with Centipede, so you can go like Centipede, Pop, get Gigamantis equipped to Dragonfly, so Dragonfly has some kind of protection, but it's probably unnecessary. I'm going to end up cutting it, but I don't really know for what. Onto the spells, I have 1 Reborn, 1 Foolish Burial. Again, Foolish Burial helps get Hornet to the yard. Dark Hole, 2 Dualities, 3 Black Gardens, and 2 Forbidden Lances. Now, Black Gardens deck fills a very unique role. Normally, Inzektor decks play something like Messenger of Peace in the sideboard for protection, but with Black Garden, it's significantly better. So, for one, Inzektor Centipede being a 1600 attack monster, you can destroy 2 tokens and Black Garden, special summon Inzektor Centipede back from your graveyard. This was a huge deal in a playtest match I played a little earlier where my opponent went Tour Guide, get Tour Guide, make Zen mains, I Solemn Warning the Zen mains, then sack the Black Garden to get a Centipede back, and then just ruin his board completely. Um, the other thing about Black Garden is if you have a Centipede on board with a Hornet in the graveyard and then play Black Garden, or even if you just have a Hopper on the field with a Hornet in grave, you can play Black Garden and it becomes very difficult for him to actually destroy your Hopper because they have to have a 34 plus attack monster to be able to attack or ram into it. So basically he can't die in battle. This is a big deal because it's the same idea as with Blaze Accelerator, except it's endless. So every turn you can bring back Hornet, sack it with Hopper, destroy their monster, and they can't get field presence at all. The same thing happens with Centipede, but with Centipede you're gaining so much card advantage off of it, the game just becomes completely overwhelmed. Um, on the traps. The traps are very important in this deck because it lets you, again, protect the Black Garden, much like the original build, and it lets you stabilize through the game as you have to send a Hornet to the graveyard or find some way to get an Inzektor engine online. So you have 1 Solemn Judgment, 2 Solemn Warning, 1 Call of the Haunted, 1 Starlight Road, 2 Bottomless Trap Hole, 3 Dimensional Prison, Mirror Force, Torrential, and 3 Fiendish Chains. I'm opting to only play the 1 Torrential Tribute because field presence is so important in this deck. If you have a Centipede, you never really want to Torrential it away. So I opted to play Bottomless Trap Holes and Dimensional Prisons over that. And for Mirror Force is the same idea. Dimensional Prison is often just a better Mirror Force in that it stops Chaos Dragons and Shinings from going off. Uh, so yeah, onto the sideboard, I guess. The sideboard hasn't really been tested very much. I haven't played that many matches with this deck. I won a local with it this Saturday, and I played a few games on Dueling Network. I have 3 Mystical Space Typhoons, 1 Messenger of Peace, 2 Trap Stuns, 3 Gozen matches, a Dark Bribe, 2 Thunder Kings, and 3 Needle Ceilings. There's not really much of a sideboard guide for this deck. I'm not entirely sure what's going in where. I'm just more just going on feel. For the extra, we have 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Armory Arm, 1 Cataster. Cataster and Armory Arm are for Veiler, so you can go Veiler plus Hornet or Veiler plus Armageddon Knight to make something. Then wind up Zen mains, Giga Brilliant. I was calling it Inzektor Giga Brilliant. It's funny. 1 Levier, Gem Knight, Utopia, Tyrus, Shadow, Crimson, Armor Ninja, Adrius, Exostag, Exabile, Thunder Charger, and Proton Strike Balancer. Now, this deck plays very different from the Inzektor deck last format. Whereas last format felt more like a combo deck, now you're more of a hard control deck where you're just trying to get something online to lock them out of the game, rather than kill them in one turn. I really didn't like how Inzektors ran last format, but this deck has been a lot of fun for me. I really enjoy how you can just lock him out of the game with a Hopper plus Hornet, whereas normally that field's very soft and easy to break. With Black Garden, it can be extremely difficult to come back from. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the deck list. I'll try to post more content. I'm in Underworld 6667's the next great Yugi Cheaper competition. If you want to vote for me, I should have my video up soon on that channel. I talked about Gaga Gunman and how he's very revolutionary for the seed toolbox. Thank you for watching YouTube. See you next time.